Hello and welcome to this Logic 9 crib on sending to an auxiliary track. There are a number of reasons why we would want to set up the signal flow, such as sending to master reverb tracks or parallel compression. As you can see, our project has drum tracks and bass tracks. Let's have a listen. In this example, we are going to send our snare to a plate reverb using Logic Space Designer. First thing we need to do is activate our send to our bus 1. To do this, we highlight the snare track, click on the sends, and then bus 1. We are now going to open our mixer tab. As you can see, Logic has created an auxiliary with the input of bus 1. This is the auxiliary that we are going to use to host our reverb, so let's rename this reverb plate. We now need to click on our inserts and add the Space Designer plugin. This is the Space Designer plugin. It's a convolution reverb that uses impulse response samples to affect our audio. What we need to do is load our sample up. To do this, we go to the IR sample section and click on the drop down menu and then load impulse response. We're just going to browse to a plate reverb and then open it. As you can see, Logic has updated the graphic display as well as some parameters that are in the preset. We need to make sure that our dry signal is set to 0, and then we can also boost our reverb signal up a bit. I'm going to increase the send that we made to around -5 dB and then play back the track. As you can hear, there is some quite obvious reverb on the snare track. I'm going to mute the rest of the channels now and then set our send as a pre-fader send. This gives us independent control over the signal that we are sending to the reverb. When I play it back, I'm going to pull down the main volume of the snare track. When our fader reached 0, we were left with a completely wet reverb. This is how we